What would it take to see 50 healthy churches started and strengthened in Michigan in the next 25 years? Habakkuk 2:14 says, "For the earth will be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord as the waters cover the sea." This is ultimate reality. This is where everything is headed. There is a day coming when God's glory will fill the universe and it will be impossible to take it all in. Every galaxy, every star, every planet, the whole sky, the mountains, the rivers, the canyons, all the creatures and all peoples will be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord. The infinite beauty of God's glory will saturate everything. This is made possible by the finished work of King Jesus. God's goal for the whole world and the whole of human history is to glorify His Son in the midst of the people He has rescued from sin and transformed into Christ-likeness. The only cause worth living for is the plan that God had from eternity past and for which Jesus lived and died and rose, and that's disciple making. And yet, sadly, most people growing up in these days are confused or clueless about who Jesus is and what He has done for them. The question for us is, how will we respond? Will we respond with faith or fear? With ambition or apathy? If you're like me, you desire to see a movement of God in your community. You want men and women and children to surrender to the Lordship of Jesus Christ through the power of the Holy Spirit. You want new churches planted, declining churches revitalized, and for your own congregation to be about the work of making disciples. It is going to require nothing less than the power of God to do this. Apart from Him, we can do nothing. E412 is a collective of gospel friends who've been stirred with gospel ambition to see healthy churches started and strengthened. Within this group, God has birthed a deep concern for His glory and a vision to see 50 healthy churches started and strengthened in the next 25 years. And we want you to be a part of it. So the strategy is simple. We are going to pray like the glory of Jesus and the lives of millions of people are at stake. We're going to raise up an army of ordinary intercessors to ignite 50 hours of prayer a day for church planning and revival. We want to inspire a fresh wave of pioneering leaders and disciple makers from near and far to reach every corner and community in the years to come. We will work to equip disciples to make disciples, church planners, church revitalizers, partnering with the many great organizations already at work and providing in-depth training that is needed. We will also send out laborers into the fields, all the while providing a relational community for support and encouragement along the way. So whoever you are, wherever you're watching this, we would love you to join our army of ordinary intercessors. Would you give us just 15 minutes a week to pray for church planning and revival? Or maybe you're feeling inspired to play your part. The Holy Spirit is already stirring the hearts of men and women to get involved. If that's you, whether it's to get trained to plant a church, be part of a team, be a pastor who strengthens churches, to be a counselor who comes alongside others to care for them and comfort them, or to be a disciple who makes disciples, or contributing in some other way, we would love to hear from you to see how we can encourage and support you. Finally, church leaders, we'd love you and your church to join us on this journey. Let's work together to see the tide turned, churches planted, churches strengthened, and the praises of Jesus resounding all throughout the state. Let's connect and dream together. So as we step into this initiative, we do so aware of where we start. Many of us feel small, weak, and maybe even fearful. But our confidence is not in us. Our confidence is in a God who uses such people to bring great change by His power. In his book, Spiritual Multiplication, Bob McNabb writes, "How greatly God multiplies through you depends more on who He is than on who you are." The question is not how qualified you are to multiply spiritually. The real question is, how qualified is God to keep His promise? We sense that now is the time to step forward with purpose, ambition, and courageous faith, trusting that God will use the little that we have to bring great glory to His name. Like the psalmist in Psalm 74 who prayed, "Rise up, God, champion your cause," we are crying out for God to act on behalf of His reputation. And like the disciples gathered in the upper room, we hear our Master sending us out with good news to share and with the Holy Spirit empowering us as we go. So please join us as we make God's cause our magnificent obsession.